Opinion: celebrating 31 in February and marching on Eala Avenue. February did not suddenly have 31 days, but we were celebrating 31 in February because for the first time, a Filipina had risen up the Women's Tennis Association (WTA) world rankings and emerged as number 31 in the world for the week of February 22. Congratulations to Alex Eala for this career-defining achievement, and it makes us excited for what's still to come on her horizon. Thanks to her reaching the quarterfinals in Dubai, she leapfrogged over several players and moved up from number 47 the previous week. And March 15 should signal another rise as she reached the round of 16 at Indian Wells, a WTA 1000 event. If you followed my features and opinion pieces on Alex Eala, you'll know that I refer to the tennis journey she's on as Eala Avenue and once joked about how we should just rename the main Makati thoroughfare. So in that tradition, I write today about how the coverage of Eala Avenue has, at times, gone off the rails, how it's become more cult of the personality than about the sport of tennis, and how our obsession with anything and everything Eala makes us forget about, blinds us to, the bigger picture, the systemic problems still plaguing the future of sports in the Philippines. And I get it. We'll say that the present level and quality of media frenzy is what the public clamors for, but isn't there a bigger responsibility that should be addressed to help improve and heighten our appreciation of her achievements and of tennis in general? So, what issues do I have with tennis coverage here? Pre-Eala, local sports sections would come out with the wire stories of ATP and WTA tournaments on a haphazard basis, but they would follow the tournaments or, at the very least, report on the finals. Today, other than the slams, men's tennis is practically ignored. Then, when we cover the WTA events, it's all about reporting in minute detail on the exploits of Alex Eala and going completely mum on the tournament the moment she's booted out. Now, why is this detrimental to the public understanding of tennis better? In the February Dubai Open, we all know Coco Gauff gave Alex a quarterfinal thrashing of 6-0, 6-2. But to understand the level of tennis being played in a WTA 1000, no media platform I checked on reported on how Gauff then lost to Svitolina in the semis the next day, or how Pegula won the final. Are we covering tennis in these sports sections or just following Eala? Is it sports or a personality section? In the Abu Dhabi Open, Eala was ousted by number 2 seed Alexandrova in the quarters. But how many here know that while Alexandrova reached the finals, she lost to Belgic, a qualifier? This is the first time a qualifier has taken the trophy in this tournament. So, as a result, Belgic can say she has won a WTA 500, a main WTA tour event, something that Eala cannot claim as of yet. Her Guadalajara win was at a WTA 125 event, good for points, but not considered a WTA main event win. Belgic's victory is relevant because, as a result of that win, Belgic jumped to number 41, ahead of Eala's number 47, during the week of February 15. But because Belgic was eliminated early in Dubai and Alex progressed and reached the quarters, the February 22 rankings had Belgic rising to number 37, but paling beside the jump of Alex to number 31. This all becomes really important this March, as the rankings are built on points you've accumulated over the previous 365 days. Alex's good showing at Indian Wells should serve as insurance for whatever happens next week in Miami. Her run in Miami last year to the semis has been her pro-career breakthrough moment so far. So by the end of March, she will have to reach the semis of Miami again or lose precious points by not having defended them. If she's knocked out in the first round and the players currently ranked behind her do well, they'll be gaining points, while Alex will lose major points. So a lot hinges on how she fares in these two March tournaments. Her deep run at Indian Wells is a good backstop if ever she fails to repeat her Miami 2025 miracle run. Alex's rise segues nicely with the diaspora of today's Filipinos. Organizers of the Aussie Open and the tournaments at Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Dubai, and Indian Wells have taken notice, as Alex's presence helped sell tickets from day one of said tournaments. That's good for Alex, as whenever the WTA stop will be in a country with a significant number of Filipino OFWs and/or professional community, chances are she will now be invited and offered appearance money. That's a substantial help for defraying touring expenses, from airfare, accommodations, meals, and on to travel to the stadium. Note that appearance money has nothing to do with prize money. At WTA 250 and 500 events, it is regularly offered to top-ranked players and popular ones to help boost ticket sales and attendance. If you needed proof of just how Alex Eala has arrived on the tennis scene, I'd point to how features on her are now regularly appearing on the numerous fake news tennis platforms that you'll find on Facebook and other social media apps. And trust me, these sites exist, fomenting hate news and fabricating incidents that unsuspecting fans will react to while defending Eala. They're often clumsily written, have grammatical errors, but will stir up controversy as clickbait, and I've seen several that elicit reactions and comments from the Eala followers. What's being reported on these sites just isn't true, but they're constantly being reposted and shared by unsuspecting Eala followers. My last two paragraphs here may not be what our sports commissions or associations would want to hear, but I think it still bears mentioning. More than anything, Eala is a product of her parents' and Lolo's commitment to seeing her tennis journey through. As far as I know, they would underwrite the early years and secure sponsorships on their own. Now, everyone wants a piece of Alex, dropping her name to gain credit or pogey points. My issue then is, when are we finally going to create a cohesive farm and development system for athletes, for the ones who show potential but don't have the support system of an Eala? Is the next Alex Eala being developed as you read this? Where are the next Manny Pacquiao, Hidley Diaz, Carlos Ulo, and EJ Obiena? More often than not, these champions seem to rise against all the odds, rather than being products of a well-oiled system. You tell me if that's still the case.